Alright, day 2 here of logarithms and exponentials. Okay, so we're going to be looking at some practical applications of exponentials now. Alright, so compound interest formula. Alright, so the total amount of an investment A earning compound interest defined by where A is the principal, or P is the principal. Okay, the principal is the amount of money that you're putting into the account at the beginning, whether you're borrowing money or you're investing in something. Right? Your R stands for your interest rate. Alright, and we're going to, just like in the other example, we're going to change that interest rate, which is usually a percent, into a decimal by dividing by 100. The N is the number of times the interest is compounded per year. So that could happen once a year, 10 times a year, or probably not 10, but 4 times a year, 12 times a year, every day. Okay, and the time is always in years. Okay, now annually, our N could be 1, because annually is once a year. Quarterly would be 4. Daily would be 365. And semi-annually, this is sort of a weird one, but it comes up every once in a while, the N would be equal to 2. So this is something you should add in your guided notes if you're using that guide. Okay. Now here's your formula. P is your principal, that initial amount. That's going to be multiplied times 1 plus your R, your interest rate, as a decimal, divided by your N, however often it happens per year. And that's going to be raised as an exponential to the N times T. In your calculator, you can put all this in, fill it all in with the numbers that they give you. Make sure you put a parenthesis in front of your N so you don't mess that up when you raise it to that power.
And also on the calculator deal here, it does the order of operations for you. So in your parentheses, you don't need to wig out about the fraction. It'll deal with that for you. Okay, so here's an example of how to apply this. So we're going to find the annual amount of a $100 investment after 10 years. First, we want to identify all the important aspects of this problem. So take a look, and you see that principal is $100. That's your initial investment, how much you're starting with. Oh, Mr. McVeigh, what's up? And then we got the rate at 5%. So we're going to change that to a decimal, and then our time here is for 10 years. All right? Take it over.
Take it over. All right. So we got.
I don't know if we're going to be able to hear them.
So it was a formula, right? It was a formula.
Yeah. So okay. So here we're going to go ahead and do our work.
There's the formula. All right. So I mean, just plug it in, right? You got your letters. You know, it's your information. You got your P. You got your R. Plug them into a formula. Right? It's the heart of any algebra problem. Just take a formula. Take what they give you and plug it where it goes. So the 100p, 0.05 for R, T is time, right? Plug it in, 10, right? Work it out, punch it in the calculator. You should get 162.89. Right, now we're only around the 2 decimals because it's talking about money.
Good point, Mr. McVeigh.
Right, so make it real. So quarterly, the only thing that changes is the N value. So quarterly is 4 times a year, right? Or annually is 1 time a year. Same thing, same numbers, same formula. Plug them all in, right? Type calculator, boom, 164. All right, again, 36. Daily, right? So we're compounding it daily every day of the year. It's 365 days, not including leap year, right? So then, plug it in, same thing, work it out.
And then you'll see, we're not going to show you that example, but that's what you would get. Check your own work.
Alright, there you go. That's how to compound with interest. Thanks for Mr. McVeigh for coming in to help us out here today.
Special guest.
Yeah!
All right, signing out.
Goodbye.